Can everyone hear me and see me? Hi. I was upstairs feeding Luna and I asked my husband, what time is it? Because my phone was here. It says 8:01. Gotta come down. Run. Yay. Oh, well, I'm glad that you guys are here. Everybody safe? I already called on your angels and guides and my angels and guides. A lot of energy up in the living room today. So we'll see if they come down here. Uh, okay, just want to see who's here. So who's here? Francis, Care Bear, Lauren, Tiger's Eyes. I thought Tiger's Eyes. The weather here has been pretty good. Today it's gust winds, really nice though. Phoenix, hi Phoenix Rising. Come on in, people. Francis. Thursday here was really, really hot. I mean, must have been in the 90s, but yesterday with the breeze was nice. Okay, what else is here? Gen 56. I'm just putting your names down so I can post some cards for you guys. Lee, D. Okay. Windy for 2 days ago. Yeah, and it stormed. They're saying, oh, trees were uprooted. Holy Phoenix, geez. That's strong winds. Really strong winds. Wow. Wow. Well, new moon tomorrow. Tomorrow, the new moon. And it's going to appear, well, going to appear close. It's going to appear because it is somewhat closer to the Earth. So it's going to be interesting, right? New moon. Hi, Michelle. So this is the time, guys. Tomorrow, tonight, if you want, plant those seeds, right? Whatever you want to manifest, you do it on a new moon. It works really well. So try that. Plant those seeds. Let them come into reality, right? Wow. I did get Michelle. Yes. Thank you, Phoenix. Yes, I wrote her name down. I had a fun day yesterday. My eldest grandchild, it was a girl, granddaughter. She graduated university yesterday. So it was an honor to be there. It was amazing. So proud of her. 25, graduated, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. So I don't know if she'll go for a master's. She's thinking about, so we'll see. But out of the grandkids, I've got one graduating high school this year, the last grandchild, the baby, and she's going to college. So a couple more graduations, and yeah, thank you. Yeah, I was so proud of her. It was amazing. She believed she could, and she did. She accomplished it. She accomplished a lot. She did, she's an RPN, so she's a nurse as well. She did that, went to college for 2 years and then university for 4. So 25 years old. Amazing. Amazing. One of my sister has a BA in education, but yeah. So tell ya. You've had crazy winds and storms. They're saying something about Ontario. I don't know, we live we're protected. We kind of live in a belt or bubble. It kind of storms sometimes around us, not here, but we may have something. Who knows? Who knows? As long as everybody stays safe, that's what it is. Yeah, you guys are right across the lake. Lake Ontario, so right across the Lake New York. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Francis. You live about 2.5 hours west of New York City. Yeah. Oh, I tell ya. We had rain. Was it yesterday morning or day before I got up in the morning? It had rain in the night. I didn't hear anything, but it was just rain. But the winds, I was outside with Luna, and all of a sudden, all this wind gush, like, good thing I'm not 100 pounds because I've been blown away. You live in Astoria. Yeah, Queens. Nice. Very, very nice. Good. Well, let's see what's going on right now. New moon, like I said, tomorrow. So any dreams you have, any wishes you have, we had an amazing card this morning. It was the 000 and infinite possibilities, right? Anything can happen. I think I might shut my dehumidifier because it's noisy. Are you downstairs, Rob? Do you want to shut the dehumidifier for me, please? Still, she's not eating? Shade about half. Okay, put the rest in the... Shut the dehumidifier. Put the rest of her food in that container. I've got, gave Luna some raw meat with, well, it's actually a dinner with our kibbles, but she doesn't want to eat it all, so it's a little hot for her. Anyway. All right, let's pull some cards. What do we have as far as what's the situation that's going on with you guys? Besides weather, crazy weather. Thank you. Yeah, I could hear dehumidifier. It's noisy. You usually get a lot of rain, Maryland. Yeah. Wow. You got a lot of thunder. I don't mind the thunder. I don't mind some thunder. Okay. I pulled a card. This one is going to be for everyone who's watching, even if you haven't subscribed, because I did put it to subscribers to allow to do comments. Just, if you are watching and you haven't subscribed, please hit the like button if you like the video. Please subscribe, share. It helps my channel grow. So this is for everyone. I've got the Queen of Air. So the kind of situation that's surrounding us. Independent. Queen of Air is very experienced, realistic, very witty. Objective decision-making. Clearing away all that no longer serves you. Perfect time to do it. Seeing the humor in a situation. That's the situation right now, seeing the humor in a situation. So what do you want to do about it? What do you guys want to do? Objective decision-making, yes. Weigh all the angles. What serves your highest best, right? Before you do that decision. And what can you do about this? What can you focus on to help you with this? So Ascended Master Sananda. Then you are the vessel for the powers of divine love, devotion, compassion, and forgiveness. It's a Sacred Heart. So what do you need to focus on? Well, let's see. Sacred Heart. I think I pulled that one last week or something. So, got Sacred Union. I need Sacred Heart. Okay, page before. That makes sense. So you're the vessel for the powers of divine. So he's the ascended master of the cosmic Christ light. He walked upon the earth and was once known as Jesus, some say Yeshua. Though the awakened light of the divine heart, he embodies the high frequency energy of Samandi, also known as love, joy, bliss. Okay? So he's come to honor your courage to open your heart to love. So the situation, being the Queen of Air, being sometimes represents a person, it could be representing a situation, but very independent. Sometimes you need to open your heart. You need to focus on the sacred vessel for unconditional love, right? Clear away what no longer serves you, but accept what is rightfully yours. I think it's a pretty good message. That's for everyone. We can all use love, understanding, peace, harmony. It is very nice. Now let's start with D. I'm going to pull a card for D. D, hope you're doing well. Hope everyone is doing well. All right, D, card for D. Three of Earth. So situation. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, which I know you do, and be a team player. So that's the situation. What do you need to focus on? Let's check the Masters of Light. What do you need to focus on? D, remover of obstacles. Okay, that's what you need to focus on. Lord Ganesha. So new beginnings are on the way. Release attachments to the old. Move forward in love. Now, I know you have been releasing a lot of stuff. I know that. Obviously, there's some more. Maybe not just materially, but anything that doesn't serve you. When we do a full moon ceremony, we release everything that no longer serves our highest best. Because we've got to make room for new stuff to come in, the right stuff. Sometimes I feel like although we're a body, we have acquired a lot of things, material things, thoughts, patterns, behaviors, and it comes a point in our life, several times actually, where we have to grow, we change things that we like, we don't no longer like. Everything changes. So sometimes we just don't know anymore what it is that we need to release. So what I like to say is, I release anything and everything that no longer serves me. The divine knows what's for my highest best. So leave it up to the divine. And help us remove anything that no longer serves us. That's for you, Dee. Now, Lynn. Let's look at Lynn. Yes, opening your heart is a very brave thing. But if you don't, it's a pretty sad world. I mean, you can still open it up, but protect yourself in a sense like you protect your aura, you know. You open to kindness and you shield yourself from harm, but only light and love can penetrate. That's a pretty good protection for yourself. You don't open your heart to everything that's even hurt. Sometimes they're going to be hurt, but if you're protecting your aura, and although you're open, you're protecting to let only love in, it seems to, the negativity in people that are dramatic and want to bring you down kind of slip over. They're not around as much. It's difficult. Life is not easy sometimes. Lynn, what do I have for you? Oh my goodness, Archangel Michael, the world, Lynn. A job well done. Joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Kind of goes with the other, cards that we did for Lynn. Archangel Michael. He's busy. He's busy these times, but call on him anyways. So what do you need to focus on, Lynn? Self-mastery. Ascended Master Serapis Bey. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Take time for spiritual practice, which Lynn does, and inner work. Spiritual discipline is required for your next step. I'll have to talk some more about that. Remind me next time we get together for class. So we'll see. There's not enough light to see orbs. I didn't. I'll see if there's light there. It just doesn't seem to come on. Hold on a second. Where's my? Let's see if I can put this on here. Maybe a little bit. Is it a little bit different? Makes a big difference. Let me turn that on. All right. There. We'll see if there's orb. I was sitting this afternoon. Well, it happened a few days in a row, but today something just went by on my left side. And then maybe a couple hours after, something a little bit lower. It was definitely an orb. This one was a darker one, and this one was a lighter one. But there's activity. I don't know if they'll show themselves, but there's activity for sure. Yeah, sometimes they're bad. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Thank you for that. I know on the new moon of May 16th, I'll always remember, that was quite the show. Talked to a friend of mine, I said, if you want to watch that one. Quite the show. Francis, what do we have for you? What's the situation, Francis? And I'm glad you went out the other day. That's good. That's a good thing. When we don't want to go out, sometimes we have to push ourselves. And then we come back saying, well, I'm glad I did, right? Queen of Air. Queen of Air. So I pulled that card not too long ago. Just I think was it for D or for Lynn? Objective decision making. Clearing away what no longer serves you. Again, easy to do if you know what it is that you want to clear away, whether it's a behavior or a pattern that you're doing that you don't want to do, anything and everything. Just say, you know what? I release it. Help me release it. Call on an angel to help you release it. Wow. Shuffle these, Lord Ganesha again. These cards are come up twice in a row. Wow. I'm shuffling them. Maybe I shuffle some more. So new beginnings are on the way for you as well, Frances. Release attachments to the old. Again, old behaviors, old ways of doing things. I always tell people sometimes, when you drive to work a certain way and you kind of get bored, if there's a different way to take a different route, sometimes you do take a different route. Change the same old type of thing. So release attachment to the old and move forward in love. Move forward in love. Awesome. You did have fun. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's, life is about that, you have to have some fun, right? Care Bear. Now, if I get those cards again, if the cards keep repeating themselves, even if I pull the card for like one person or two person, everybody has to pay attention. There's a very strong message there. You're welcome, Francis. Okay. Care Bear. I just feel Care Bear had a pretty good time lately. I just feel you've been a little happier than you've been. 5 of water. Now, if I remember, didn't you have a change last week? I think it was a 5 or something. Things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in the situation. This one says crying over spilled milk. I don't see it so much as crying over spilled milk. I think sometimes we just want things to turn out the way we want, but they don't. They always don't. It's like, you plan something, and next thing you know, the plans are just washed away, right? Thrown out the window, because sometimes it's hard to plan something. That's what I see with the 5 of water. Can't let emotions get in the way. Acknowledge your emotions, breathe through them, and then release. It's life. Life doesn't always turn out the way we want. But trust in the divine plan that it turns out sometimes better than what we want. Just we can't see it yet, but sometimes, you've been happy. See, I just felt that. Felt that you've been happy. But if some things, doesn't turn out the way you want, it's okay. Just know something probably is better. All right? What can you do about that? Well, Archangel Gabriel, Gabriel, messages. Pay attention to your visions and the signs and the symbols all around you. From, a feather you find, or a dime, or a nickel. We don't see too many pennies lately, but a sign even in the clouds. Look up, but the other day I thought that is weird. It looked like angel wings in the clouds, and there was nothing, kind of something in the middle. I couldn't see what it was, but like 2 big angel wings facing. I was facing east, kind of northeast. I thought that is so weird. I looked around, who could have made something like that? It was huge angel wings, but those are signs. The divine is speaking. And visions, it could be a vision, close your eyes and you think you saw something. It could be a dream, pay attention to that. Archangel Gabriel is the messenger angel, and he's wanting to reach you for a reason. And the message is not so much from a loved one as it is from the divine. Something wants to get through to you. So awesome. That's a pretty awesome card. I'm happy you're happy. Yes. You're welcome, Care Bear. We have to, right? Don't worry. Be happy. Love that. Don't worry. Be happy. No, my granddaughter, her nickname when she was younger, we used to sing "You're My Sunshine." So my daughter's always called her my sunshine. I think she got something tattooed, my sunshine. I called her sunshine. All right, Lauren, I'm sure you're a sunshine too. You love it. Okay, Lauren, what's up for Lauren? Could kiss a fool or what? No such. The Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. Did I pull that for you last week? You guys do remember that, right? What I pulled for you guys? A leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. I thought I did pull Metatron. I don't know if it was for you, but I did. Archangel Metatron. That is for, I don't know if you saw that. I saw something here lower. I don't know if you saw it. I saw some kind of little orb. Maybe I don't know if you've seen it. You sing that to Victoria, "You're My Sunshine"? That is cool. Gentleness. Ascended Master White Eagle. Probably one of your guardian spirit guide, right? So be pure, kind, and gentle to yourself and others. This awakens your soul and all of humanity. So, situation, unexpected opportunities are coming. Pay attention. And you've got White Eagle on your side, probably a guide. That is sweet. Yeah, that is very sweet. Be kind to yourself and to everybody around you. But sometimes we're kind to other people, but we're not to ourselves. We have to put ourselves in the category of being and needing to be loved and cared for too. Yeah, there was a tiny, it was really low, so I didn't know if you saw it because it came up. It was in front of me and just tiny little one, little baby. The left ear has been bothering me since was around 2 something. I mean, so much so that I thought, did something get in my ear? I'm kind of, and those are loved ones. Spirit guides, this right side, left one's usually loved ones. So I don't know who's trying to get a hold of me, but it's like, maybe that's why I saw those orbs in the house too. Okay. Tiger's eyes. Tiger's eyes. This situation, the 10 of Earth. A very happy family life, financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. That's pretty cool. That's a situation. It looks kind of like a little fairy garden. I've got little gnomes I should put outside. They ruined my planter. And I changed my planter around. Okay, what can you focus on? Well, I mean, things are looking pretty good. Self-mastery, the same master that came up a few minutes ago. Self-mastery, take time for spiritual practices and inner work. Spiritual discipline is required for your next step. Again, could be meditation, could be sitting in quiet stillness, being out in nature. you really need this to continue on the path that you are. And you probably do, because if you're finding magic in the little things in life, you're already there. But take time for that. Yeah. You're welcome, Tiger's Eyes. Phoenix Rising. I shuffle these, put them down, shuffle these. Yeah, we took so many videos and pictures of the graduation yesterday, and my daughter, they've paid the university for, because sometimes you get pictures and that and gets up, or they move so fast when they get their diploma and that. She actually paid somebody, a photographer that's there, that does these things, and they send you a clip of the university and what they're about, and then her on stage. It was nice. Now I just got to go and see her and look at that, take a picture of that big diploma she's got. Okay. Phoenix Rising, what do we have for you? You've been thinking about doing something. I see you contemplating, trying to decide on something. So what does this card say? The World, Archangel Metatron. No, sorry, Archangel Michael. I saw an M and I assumed. Shouldn't assume. Archangel Michael. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Archangel Michael. There's something you want to do, something you want to start. You think you've got all these ideas. You're being creative, very creative. Yes, it will be great memories. Yes, I have them on my phone. I got to download them so they may be on a hard drive so I don't lose them, because everything today, I've got the pictures, but it's not the same, not the video of that, Okay. What do you need to focus on, Phoenix? I think I got an eyelash or something. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. Remover of obstacles. The same ones keep coming up tonight, right? Remover of obstacles. But you've got a job well done. You're on the path toward enlightenment, and new beginnings are on the way, but you need to still release some of the old attachments. Okay? Move forward in love. So maybe that's what it is. Something you think, well, am I ready to get rid of this? Whatever it is, thoughts, pattern, behaviors, something. Well, you know what? Let's give a little more information from that remover of obstacle, because it's come up a few times. He's come to tell you that good fortune is on the way. Obstacles are falling away beyond anything you can imagine, making way for new life. Blessings abound as you are liberated from all limitations. And this new moon is all about that, and the card I pulled this morning is about there's no more limitations and infinite possibilities. But if you feel stuck and unable to move forward, know the best help is yet to come. It's going to assist you in transforming limiting experiences, attitudes, and beliefs, both conscious and subconscious. All those thoughts, the habits, are coming to light. What is your willingness to let go as you want to change and move forward? You got to be willing, right? So it's time to offer up any fears that arise as you change your desire to change. When you want to change something, sometimes, we can get a little scared. You can ask the divine for help to assist you let it go, and come into the present time to offer unlimited opportunities in life. Well, there's a little ceremony and ritual that they suggest in this little book, and it's practice the mudra to overcome fear with faith. You raise your right hand with the palm facing out, and you focus on your soul's sweetest desires, and you imagine either Archangel Michael, Lord Ganesh, or whoever you want, your guardian, your spirit guardian. You can imagine cutting the cards of attachment, whatever attachment it is, if you know. And then you breathe and feel into the energies align to elevate yourself. So you be open with your heart's desires. You breathe, you trust your intuition and the wisdom that comes with your extended awareness, right? Feel the strength to create anything you desire. Why? You are worthy. We are. You all are. You're all worthy. Worthy of change, worthy of all the good. So guys, I think I got eyelashes, something in my eye. Gen 56. What's going on, Jen? You're welcome, Phoenix Rising. Welcome. Is it you? So it drives you crazy? Yeah. Do any of my families have the same gifts? Yes, my uncle had for sure. My grandmother, my mom's mom. In my grandchildren, the girls all do. One is more a clairsentience, knowing, inner knowing. One does see a little bit of clairvoyance. The second, she does see things. The youngest one sees angels. We don't, when we get together, we don't talk a lot about that, but the one that's the middle one, the one that's clairvoyant, yes, we've talked about stuff, yes. The other one is not so much. Sometimes she'll ask me about something for someone else, and she says, "What do you see?" You know, so kind of help her that way. She knows I have these gifts, but she has an inner knowing. And the other one with seeing angels, and that's just clairvoyant as well. It's just that the youngest one that's finishing high school doesn't. We don't get to talk about it too much, but when we get together, yeah. Oh, there's that. See, that was a big one. That was a big one there, and a little. That was. I'm sorry, guys. Bye. The boys, they're very intuitive. My son's very intuitive. And his two boys is. My daughter's son is, but he's very withdrawn. They all have something, so, but the girls are more open about it. The boys, one of my oldest grandson, he's advanced. He's very smart. He's an advanced child. And when he was very young, he would question things that I'm like, wow, it's amazing how his mind was working. It just baffles me. It's amazing. They're very intuitive. Yeah. My daughter is too, but she denies it. So one day she might have no choice but to accept it, you know. But yeah. Gen 56, I did Gen, right? Did I? No, I lost my train of thought. Did I do? Yeah. Jen, did I pull something for you? Your great grandma was clairvoyant? Yeah. Yeah, my grandmother, my mom's mom, was a rescue medium. She was also a physical medium because of what she did. They didn't call it that. They were very, hush about it, but yeah. And my grandfather was, he saw things. He was clairvoyant as well. Because I remember when we were young, I was young and I was talking to him, things he would share with me. Now I know that he never mentioned, oh, I'm clairvoyant and that, but the way he saw things and he just knew things. Yeah. Like he knew January 1st, he knew December 31st actually, which was New Year's Eve. He knew that he wasn't going to be around very long. He passed February 15th. And about 2 weeks before he passed, he kind of, he didn't tell everybody, but he let know that he wanted to go to this one place out of province. And because he wanted to go and die there, not die where he used to live. But he knew things. And I grew up with him the first 6 years of my life. because my mom lived with them. My father was always gone away working for long periods of time. And so I grew up with them and very close to them, my mom's parents. So Jen, sorry about that. Seeds well planted. You got a 7 of earth. A temporary pause in action. Unnecessary worry. Yes, when we plant something, we know things are coming. Sometimes we get a little impatient, but it's saying here that it's just a pause. All right. No need to worry. It's just a pause. Probably because I always say the universe on the other side's putting the finishing touches on something. Right. So what do you need to do in the meantime? What are you going to focus on? Because your seeds are well planted. New moon's tomorrow, so it's coming. It's coming. What do we need to focus on? Archangel Gabriel. Messages. Pay attention. Any visions you have, any signs, any symbols that come around, the divine is speaking. You're asking for something, it's coming through. It's coming through. Yes, I was answering your question. I don't know what question. Jen, there you go. All right. Well, Michelle. Let's see what Michelle situation she needs to look at. I just talk to my guide, see if there's anybody's coming through. And I get that rubber. Maybe somebody's coming because I feel the energy, but maybe it'll come through. Pretty good stuff, hey, Jen. All right, Michelle, what is the situation? You're searching for something. I feel like Michelle's searching for something. You're digging. You're searching. I don't know if it's more the meaning of life, what life's about. You're on a quest. You're searching for something. Balance. Archangel Zadkiel. The need for balance and moderation. Cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. You're an impatient person, Jen. For certain things, I think I can be a little impatient, but other things, I am. I have to laugh when my husband says sometimes I'm impatient. I'm like, I've got patience compared to you. Yeah, but some things, it depends. It depends what it is. All right, what do you need to focus on? Yeah, we don't have control sometimes at all. Oracle. So what do you need to focus on, Michelle? Our Lady of the Blue Light. Trust your intuition and divine inner knowing. So you have a gift of clairsentient. The answers are within you, and you know the way. Wow. Wow. I think I pulled this card last week for someone. I can't remember, but it sounds familiar. Isn't that amazing? That's a pretty good thing. It's pretty good stuff. Was it you? Yes. Yeah, no, not me. I think I've learned to sometimes slow and steady is better. It depends. Depends what it is that you want, right? I think after you learn that you don't have control and you say, okay, help, you ask for help and you say, you take care of it, then you have to be willing to wait for the right timing. You have to be willing that what comes is meant for you. It's good for you because what you want now, you get it. And if I should have waited, I would have got something better, right? So you're also an impatient person. Yeah. So perfect timing. Sometimes it does. But just, sometimes you can ask the universe or your spirit guide, say, can we speed things up? Because they don't work on our time, right? Is it possible to speed it up a little bit? Help me being impatient, right? It helps speed it up. Depends what it is that you ask for. Sometimes things take time. It really, really depends. So what else can we do here? Oh, so we did pull on the situation and what we need to focus on. A little more information. We'll pull the Priestess of Light. Just pull a couple of cards. Being a Pisces, sometimes, maybe. I think every sign that people I've met, there's always sometimes an impatient on certain things. Not on everything, but on certain things. Like if I get something that needs to be assembled, of course I want it assembled. I want to get it done today, type of thing. But for other things, sometimes I can wait because I know sometimes patience is a virtue. Sometimes if I wait, it'll come what I exactly need. So it depends what it is. So I pulled there, opening the heart. That's for everyone who's watching. Opening the heart. Deep connection. Water blessings. So let's look at that. At 11 or 41, the numbers are kind of, it's hard to say. 11, card number 11. So the mermaid priestess of the ocean holds out her hand, a hand, calling your attention to your right. Look to your right, that's your future. And your many upcoming opportunities. That's for everybody here. For connections. So her other hand is held over the heart center, as this card portends important relationships on many levels. The first, the potential for a deeply intimate romantic love. Your soul longs to connect, so allow yourself to release any resistance and open your heart to trust. Trust. The next is the kinship of friends and loved ones who truly resonate with your higher desires and beliefs. This family of your soul brings support and joy that help expand your consciousness in amazing directions, including the energetic realms. The rolling waters of the sea represent the profound presence of spirit and the depth of the connection you can now make with the vast spiritual world around you. These heart-to-heart communications can be life-changing. So let yourself be open to receiving the powerful waves of inspiration and guidance coming your way. On a literal level, this card may speak of bodies of water in your experience and your environment. If you live around huge, massive, like the Great Lakes for sure, you may soon find yourself traveling by or over water for personal or professional reason. So your residence or workplace may be relocating near water, or you may be beginning a relationship with someone who is similarly situated. So in general, where your environment area where you live. Remember, whenever you are near water, let yourself absorb the magic of its energy and the power of its spirit. Offer prayers of thanks for the life force of water that always nurtures your earthly experience. Well, we need water. Without water, we won't be living. An affirmation can be gentle waves of love, friendship, and spirit are coming my way. I am deeply grateful for the life-giving energies of water. Yes, thank God for water. Talk about water. Amen to that. We need water. Yeah, master number 11, card 11. Water. Yeah, that's amazing. When you think about, I was teaching a class one time. It was a meditation class. We're talking about, and it was a story or a poem I read about one drop of water. When you think every drop of water that runs through the lakes, the oceans, people drink, we're drinking the same water our ancestors many, many eons ago are drinking. Same thing, same water. That's pretty deep when you think about a drop of water. Humans have lived many years on this earth. We all drink from the same. Isn't that weird? It was a beautiful card, wasn't it? Yeah. Just asking, talking to my spirit guide. What's happening? What's happening? I have somebody, a male, that's coming through. He's talking super fast. Trying to get a name from him, but he's talking about beavers. I guess he was in nature a lot, or liked to be out in nature. Trying to slow down. He talks 100 miles. And he's talking about beavers, and he's saying the same thing. I don't know if he worked or helped or works with beavers, helping dams, or didn't like the beavers because they're building dams. Anybody relate to this? Alpine Lake in the U.S. Wow. Yes. Yeah. And you can do that for sure at a lake, but you also can do that when, of course, when we wash our hands, give thanks to that as well, right? But yeah, if you can go to a river, a creek, a lake, an ocean, you put your hands in the water, it's just wonderful. This person that came through, kind of still hanging around, but if anybody can relate, you can remember beavers in our pond, because this man talks about beavers. He's talking super fast. Like I said, he's just saying beavers, beavers. So I don't know if he didn't want the beavers there or something to do with the beavers, but he's talking about beavers. Yeah, Lake Tahoe. Yeah, I heard about that. Sacred by the Washoe tribe. The the gentleman that's talking about beavers, he's talking about there's outside water taps. He's showing me the water taps, and there looks to be like two of them. And hoses attached to it. Like I said, he's talking 100 miles an hour. If you can slow down a little bit, and if you talk 100 miles an hour, I mean, super, super fast, and I talk fast. Perhaps before he passed, he's trying really hard to say something and he couldn't. That's why he's speeding up his speech or having problems speaking. So, no, maybe it is for you, Francis. Yeah, I don't know if somebody could it be your father or something? I'm not sure. But he's not giving me a name, but he's very adamant, and I don't think he's pleased about the beavers being there. Trying to converse with him, he's kind of stopped. Um, yeah, it's almost like he stopped talking for a bit, and then after that he's like patter patter. Something to do with, again, the beaver. The pause, but they did, I guess. Um, doesn't make much sense. He might come to you in a dream. Okay, just if you dream about something, it could be that. Yeah, someone's around you for sure. Your grandfather owned a produce farm halfway past when I was. Oh, okay. Italian English. Yeah. Oh, okay. Could be Tom, but I know he come through before. But yeah, he's speaking 100 miles an hour. So yeah, that's probably him that's coming through. Yeah, because he's like patter patter. And he's shown me the two water taps with the hoses, and I wasn't too happy that they were there. It's probably, but sometimes you can. Something's touching me here. Sometimes you can, like everybody else that hears this message, you can maybe take a little something there as well that means something for you. Because sometimes that message was for one person, there's bits and pieces that can make somebody else uh, resonate with them somehow. Yeah, I had somebody touching me on my left kind of hip. I don't know what that was, but well, that's how they connect, right? Because who else? Like who else? How they connect to the person? They'll bring up sometimes, what they did for a living. Because I was trying to ask him, but like he was just super fast. They bring up whatever they need to communicate, something that they want to get off their chest. Maybe I don't know. Sometimes it's always not always like that, but he's just saying that he still is not liking the fact that those beavers are in the pond, I guess. Um, yeah, I don't know. YouTube didn't show you the notification? Oh, geez, I don't know why. Hmm. Yeah, they bring up things that, so I just deliver the message. I tell what they say to me, what they show me, and it's up to whoever they know that's the message is for them, because you can say so many things and you might have 3 or 4 people that'll relate to it, but it comes down to one thing, and then that person says, okay, yeah, that's definitely that person. It's for that person. And how would I know that, right? I know somebody's all of a sudden talking about beavers, beavers, beavers. Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps Frances has either been thinking about that lately, or she saw one, and then Tom's saying, well, yeah, those beavers. Who knows, right? Tomorrow's your anniversary. Well, happy anniversary. That's why he's come through again. Yeah, they'll pick stuff. Sometimes people come to me and they'll say, there was someone having a cup of tea in their kitchen. Cup of tea. A lot of people have tea, but they'll describe where they're sitting. They'll show the kitchen. It depends. Everybody's different. Depends what they want to come through, what they want to say, what their message is. But if you've been thinking about the pond, if you had thoughts about that, that's why he's saying, hey, I hear you. You talk to him, he hears that. Yeah. So we pull a dragon card to finish off. Pull a dragon card here. Thrania. Pull a card for you, Thrania. I was pulling a tarot card to see what situation was around, and then we'll pull a dragon card for everybody, just one at the end. So, Thrania, here's the situation. What situation's around you right now? Thrania, 4 of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Meditation is good. It quiets the mind, and sometimes it can help you to get the answer you're looking for. So, you saw a tiny bright. This groundhog in the backyard. Oh my goodness. So does that remind you of the beavers that you had before? Maybe that's what it is. There's definitely some beavers. All right, Taranya, what do you need to focus on besides trying to meditate? Divine Mother Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin's amazing. Kuan Yin's amazing. Compassion. So be gentle with yourself. You're held in loving kindness and complete acceptance. So you've got your question, right? Meditate, and you're held in loving kindness here, compassion. So sometimes meditation, yeah, can provide answers because we quiet our mind. Definitely can provide answers. The groundhog's eating your carrots. That's not good. Well, Francis, he's there with you, that's for sure. He is with you. He's okay, one card for everybody who's watching. I've got a Dragon Path deck. Let's pull at the Gaia. The Dragon Gaia. And the number of that card is 31. She is the the guardian dragon. I always want to say the Grand Master, but it's the guardian dragon. So the Dragon Gaia wants everyone to have courage to stand up for what you believe in what you believe in your heart. Okay, so whatever you believe that's true to be, she's telling you have courage to stand up for what you believe. She's the Earth Keeper, carries Gaia's ancient knowledge deep within her. She's one of the oldest dragon yet to come to Earth. She says, I am the etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her, even groundhogs and beavers. I will guide you into restoring balance. What is done cannot be undone, and alas, some things are gone forever. Have courage to stand up for what you believe in your heart to be true, and I will stand with you. You can be that change. So call upon her support when you're working on a new project or need to anchor its energy fully. You can invoke her wisdom when any form of group is taking place to anchor the collective vibration to the planet. So make use of her grounding energy. She's also here to help with the new grounding with the new frequencies of Earth, the fifth dimension and above that. She's helped to do that. They're coming into our consciousness. Some of them have already accepted it and have elevated to that into the consciousness, the fifth dimension and above. Some are at the seventh. She's also will guide you when you're ready to reignite the light of the Earth grids. A lot of people work on Earth grids to send a lot of light and love. So the deep healing this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on Earth and a future that is sustainable. Well, for sure, we need sustainable future. That's for sure. And then hopefully that will help everything else roll into it. But that's a beautiful card. That's a good message. You're welcome, Francis. You're welcome. It's good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Next weekend, what's next weekend? Next weekend is the 20th. 20th. Pretty soon we'll have July 1st, July 4th. A lot of holidays are kind of come up. Father's Day the 21st. So yeah, we've got another week to go. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next week, 8 o'clock Eastern time. It's not daylight savings, I don't know anymore, but it's regular time. And yes, my anniversary. Yes, the 18th. I think we'll go out on the 17th though, because he's working on the 18th at night. So yeah, my anniversary's coming up. Yeah, we'll celebrate. You're welcome. Thank you, Jen. Jen 56. Thank you, guys. Sending a lot of love, hugs to you, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Saturday. Right. Thanks for joining, everyone. Bye for now.